Ron DeSantis is the ultimate deceiver of conservatives in right America. He's very deceptive, very deceiving. And Donald Trump Jr. was right about Ron DeSantis. He was very exact. He a coward, he uncivilized, he a perpetrator, he phony. He barbaric in nature. In that mentality he has. And he a political prostitute. Wherever the money is, that's where his mentality is going. Whatever ideology is behind that dollar, that's where his mentality is going. That's where his decisions is going to be made upon. He can be bought. Pick him up. You could pick him up off the street, no matter where he is. He will serve you when you pay for him. So Ron DeSantis talks about the critical race theory and how detrimental it is to kids and to future generations. But then you say Disney World. Disney World, they want to move Disney World possibly. But that land that Disney World sits on is no longer fully under their control and jurisdiction. They don't have full authority of what they can do with that land. That land is owned by another party. But Ron DeSantis says out his own mouth after talking about the educational system and all the advantages he wants to give to children and to kids and how prosperous he wants to make the future for kids no matter what color they are. All the fallacy, all the deception. But then he says that there's an unlimited amount of possibilities of what they can do with that land that Disney World sits on. And one of the first things he says is that they can build more prison complexes. So the same advantages you want to give, those are the same people you want to potentially imprison. The state of Florida has an affordable housing crisis, and you talking about building prisons. In Jacksonville alone, over 100,000 people don't have access to affordable housing. They on wait lists. In the entire state of Florida. Poverty is rampant. Natural disasters is rampant. People getting flooded out their properties. That's not being addressed. That's not being rectified. But you have an urgency to build prison complexes. The education system. The kids just over $10 million in damages in educational institutions in South Florida. And you want to build prison complexes. That's uncivilized. That's barbaric. You don't want to. Ron DeSantis is not in this to provide opportunities and advantages. Ron DeSantis is P&L. That's how he governs, on P&L, profit and losses. Not humanity. Don't expect that from Ron DeSantis. Because he portrays himself to be humane, but then he makes barbaric and uncivilized decisions. So they talked about Disney World potentially leaving Florida. Now that would take a massive financial tourism won't be the same. Very damaging to tourism. One of the leading industries of Florida. But Florida has the potential to be another tech hub, to be another financial hub, to be an agricultural hub. So many other opportunities. But all that's on Ron DeSantis' mind is building prisons. After being on a podium talking about how he wants to protect the children and the kids from learning the truth about the historical record of the United States of America. Donald Trump Jr. was right about Ron DeSantis. He's mentally defected. They run in the same population. But at least he exposed the truth about Ron. Ron is the ultimate deceiver, the master manipulator of the conservatives in white America. And building a prison complex doesn't mean that he excludes white Americans. But we all know in that area of Florida who the target will be. Now it's up to the conservatives and the other, the white Americans to identify that there's a fraction of y'all that's being targeted also. If another prison complex is to go up. Because the United States criminal justice system favors nobody truly. Every group, people from every creed gets encaged. So Ron DeSantis, your deception, your manipulation, your fraudulent nature, your uncivilized acts has all been exposed because you opened your mouth. The weaknesses of people like him. You talk so much, you exposed yourself.